Hi, it's Ursula from ursula-smith.com, and it is 2024. And if you've watched my channel before, most of the time I do experiments. I try using products different ways. I kind of march to the beat of my own drummer sometimes, but I never actually finish anything on camera, at least. So I thought this year what I might do is sprinkled in and among my experiments, because I feel like at some point I'm going to run out of either brain cells or ideas or things to different ways of using things. So I thought this year, why don't I sprinkle in other videos where I actually finish something? And so today is really short. In the future videos, what I'm hoping to do is take some of the projects that I've done in experiments, maybe even ones that I didn't like the way they turned out, and then do something with them. Either try and fix them, rip them, throw them out and start over. But this one is really brief because I like the way this card came out. It was a background that I did with distress spray stains and oxides, and then just a little bit of sprinkle. I can't remember if those were actually dioxide sprays or flicks of water. Don't really remember that part. And then once it was dry, I ran it through the laser printer and then foil printed over the laser print. So I don't feel like I need to fix this, but one of the thoughts was, if you're designing your own thing, you're going to do something where you're using a printer or even a stamp or, anything to that effect, and you're going to add a sentiment to the front. A lot of times, by the time I get to actually finishing something, I've spent so much time on the backgrounds and the cutouts and et cetera, that my sentiments that I use on the front are pretty basic. Thanks, congratulations, that sort of thing. This one, I don't know, whatever mood I was in, I used the word happiness. And when I was looking for a card to send to somebody, I was like, oh, that's perfect, because then inside I could finish the thought is, so happiness on the front of the card is, blah, blah, blah on the inside. So this is just a kind of reminder that when you're designing, sometimes using different sentiments rather than the basic ones. Because a lot of times I go through, I'll design something and I'll be like, oh, that'll make a pretty card. Let me print it out with a bunch of different sentiments or all one. Maybe it's good for a condolence card. So the front would always be condolences. But you could use other words like, I don't know, memories instead of condolences, something along that line. So first in a series, hopefully I will finish something on camera this year. But just kind of think about not only the images that you're using, but the sentiments when you're designing. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you in 2024 with hopefully some finished projects.